Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football, welcome to the Champions League, welcome to a proper night of Champions League action. We've got Liverpool against Atletico Madrid, Isak debut for Liverpool, and we've also got Bayern Munich against Chelsea. We are the home of the Bundesliga on That's Football. We have the highlights show for game week 3 earlier, you can check that out. So I'm very intrigued to see how Bayern Munich do against a Premier League club like Chelsea tonight in Munich. So lots to get excited about. I hope you're all looking forward to it. I certainly am. Zlatan's bedroom last night to hear. A bit of a step down, but you know, looking forward to it. And hopefully we're going to get some good games tonight, because there were some crackers last night. Talking about the Bundesliga, Germany, Juventus, Italy, Dortmund got there in the end. What a game that was yesterday. Some fantastic results. So tonight we've got Ajax, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid and PSG, Atalanta. Don't forget tomorrow night we've got Man City, Napoli and Newcastle, Barcelona as a double watch along. But we're doing a double watch along tonight. I've got Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, I've got Chelsea, Bayern, and I've got you. So very, very excited about this tonight. Get your questions in, and I hope you're all doing very, very well, because it's great. I love the Champions League, and we've been doing this for a long time on here now, and I actually do like the Champions League format. So I was a bit unsure about it, but I like the fact that we get better games, you know, and I think that I was a little bit unsure about it last year, but I think when you look at what happened to Real Madrid and Man City, you do want to be in the top 8. And because if you're not, you've got to play an extra game. You might get a difficult draw. So I think teams will take it a lot more seriously now than they maybe did last year, realising you need to be in the top 8. And when you count the top 8 in the Champions League, there's going to be some decent teams that miss out on it. So, yeah, I think it's a lot of money to be earned from it as well, if we're being completely honest. So, yeah, I'm interested. And just looking through the teams, I'll run through them. But Liverpool, obviously, Isak starts up front. Wirtz in behind him, Gakpo and Salah. Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Alisson. It's probably the strongest team they've put out this season, really. So, taking it seriously. Atletico Madrid, good side, good Champions League side. Oblak, Llorente, Lenormand, Longley, Gallen, Simeone, Barrios, Conor Gallagher, Gonzalez, Griezmann and Raspadore. What's happened to Alvarez? He's still there, isn't he? Is he just injured then? What's happened to Alvarez? Yeah, let me know about that one. I need to look at the chat. Is he injured? I was looking forward to watching him. He hasn't left, has he? He's injured. Thanks, YouTube. Lovely cup of tea. Just been streaming. Just been playing career mode. I feel young again. But my vocal cords are a little bit sore. In relation to Bayern Munich, Neuer, Lemar, Upamecano, Tar, Stanisic, Kimmich, Pavlovic, Gnabry, Elise, Diaz, Kane. I've got to say, check out the Bundesliga on That's Football. Check out the game week highlights. The goals, the atmosphere, it's incredible. Maybe I'm being a little bit biased, but that's not a bad front four. Elise, Gnabry, Diaz, Harry Kane is pretty prolific. And I think Michael Elise is one of the best players in Europe at the moment. Chelsea have gone with Sanchez, Gusto, Tosin, Chalobah, Cucurella, James, Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, Neto, João Pedro. I really do think, I don't know whether we've got any Chelsea fans here, I really do think if you can get a result in Munich tonight, that is a bloody good result for you. A really good result. So credit where it's due. That will be a really good result for you if you can do it. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. They look a very good team, Bayern. Obviously, I don't think they've got a lot beyond the top on the bench. But well, actually, let's have a look at the benches. I mean, Chelsea's bench is incredible. You've got Esteval, Bernardo, Gittins, Fofana, Garnacho, Hato, loads of players. Bayern, Nicholas Jackson, Goretzka, Kim Min-jae. So, yeah. Liverpool's bench, obviously, you've got Ekitike on there. Ekitike, Kirkez, McAllister, Rio. I still think Liverpool's bench isn't as good as Arsenal's. I do. I'm sorry. I do. I don't. I think Arsenal have a better bench. That's just my feeling, you know? But I think this is a very good Liverpool side. And look, I don't like Liverpool. As a Man United fan, I don't like Liverpool. But as a That's Football person, I can also watch football and enjoy it. And I think watching Alexander Isak play for Liverpool is an intriguing one tonight. I mean, I personally felt my eyes would be more on Bayern Chelsea, but I am quite interested to see what Isak does tonight. So, yeah, be interested by that. And I think that this is the time where it could get a little bit serious as well, because Chelsea got to go to Old Trafford on Saturday night. Liverpool have got Everton on Saturday lunchtime. Man City don't play till tomorrow, and then they've got to go to the Emirates on Sunday. So we could start to see a little bit of, impact for teams as this season starts to, really take off. So, yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested. Right. What do you think about FC26? I don't want to spoil it because I didn't have the best stream, but I'm quite enjoying it. I can't wait to go tomorrow again. Shahin's given our first super chat, says, couldn't send this earlier. You can play world class, but manually make it more difficult. Game settings, simulation settings, adjust CPU. Just don't change them by more than 5. Yeah, I know that, Shahin. I'm going to stick with Legendary. Which game interests you more, says Paraso? If I'm being completely honest, probably Chelsea, Bayern, because I actually have, we've got Bundesliga highlights, we've got Bundesliga games every Friday night, so I've really got into it. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm very interested to see how they do against Chelsea, who, Club World Cup winners, 4th in the Premier League. I think it's a really good test. I'm looking forward to seeing how Napoli do against Man City tomorrow as well, the champions of Italy. De Bruyne, I think it's going to be a cracking game tomorrow night. But then I want to watch the next 2 nights. To me, are why I do this channel, because I love football. Like, Man United not being in Europe would be an opportunity to say, let's go to Mallorca and catch the sun at the end of the summer. But I'm like, no. Like, these games are brilliant. And tomorrow's night's games are brilliant. And that's when you know you love football beyond your club. I love Man United and I want us to be great again. But I love football. And these next 2 nights are great. And look, that's something I would say is a rarity as well. In the old group stage system, you'd never normally get a double watch-along. You'd find one game and you'd stick with that. But the next 2 nights, it's brilliant for double watch-alongs, as I call them. So yeah, very, very excited as the players are walking out onto the pitch at both games. I think Liverpool will win. I think Bayern will win. I'm going to go for 2 home wins. Let me know what your thoughts are. Get your questions in as well. Happy to answer them. That's what we like on That's Football. Atmosphere in Germany, brilliant as well. To be honest with you, Bayern atmosphere is very good, but I actually think it's better at other grounds. I think Bayern are a little bit more, commercial than the other clubs. But it's still a great atmosphere. I've just lost my chat, but I will be back. I've got a super chat from Scrog. He says, I know Spurs are the obvious favourites to win the lot, but which team do you think has the second best chance? Hey, don't knock yourself. I think Spurs are a good side, and I think they've done very, very well so far under Frank. 9 points from 12. All right, Bournemouth was disappointing, but Bournemouth are a good side. So I wouldn't knock yourself. I think they have done quite well. But I do think we're going to get an English Champions League winner this year. I mean, it'd be hilarious if Bayern Munich won it. We get Champions League right, we get Bundesliga rights, and they go and win the Champions League. But I do think a Premier League club will win it. Yeah. I mean, Bayern are capable of winning it. PSG are capable of winning it. Barcelona, Real Madrid. I can't see anybody beyond those 4. But I think an English club's got to win it this year. And you know why? Because the money that has been spent, you know, Isak to Liverpool is simply so that they can go and try and win the Premier League and the Champions League. Arsenal's squad is so that they can try and do both. Do you think you'll ever get Champions League rights? I think we'd get a lot more people watching the game. But yeah, that's probably a long way off. I think the Bundesliga are obviously very forward-thinking, and so are a few others. But I think the Champions League might be just still very focused on their traditional media, who give them lots of money. Thank you very much for your super chat, Scrog. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way, if you're on That's Football. We are very close. The reason I say it is we're very close to 423,000 subscribers, so we're about 50 away. So please do subscribe, share the video. Let's see if we can get up to 10k watching. It's a big night tonight and tomorrow night on the channel. And I'm very, very much looking forward to hopefully seeing goals. You normally do see goals in games that have German teams in them as well. Look like I'm milking a cow. But no, you do. 4-4 between Juventus and Dortmund last night. Just going through the games from last night, by the way. Arsenal 2, Athletic Bilbao 0. Good result, that. PSV got beat by Union Saint-Gilles. Benfica lost to Karabag. Juventus 4, Borussia Dortmund 4, Real Madrid 2, Marseille 1, and obviously Spurs 1-0 against Villarreal. Tomorrow night, Frankfurt play Galatasaray, Copenhagen play Leverkusen, Club Bruges play Monaco, Man City play Napoli, Newcastle play Barcelona, and Sporting play Karat. The next set of games we will get a chance to talk about at some point, but let's just get this timer running here, because Liverpool are going to kick it off. Are they going to kick it off, ref? Are we ready to go, ref? Something going on between Maresca and Vincent Kompany here. They're not quite ready to go, but we are up and running at Anfield. Keep an eye on Michael Elise. Yes, definitely. Just looking at the next fixtures of Champions League, it goes down to 2 nights then, because they don't have. They only have the Thursday nights because Europa League starts next week. Chelsea play Benfica, which will be interesting because it will be Jose. That'll be a good one on the Tuesday, the 30th. Liverpool go to Galatasaray, which will be a good one as well. We'll probably do a double one for that, because that's. I think Liverpool and Chelsea will win those games, but there is an intriguing sort of story to be told there. And then Arsenal play Olympiacos, boring, and Man City play Monaco, boring. But Barcelona play PSG on the Wednesday. That'll be a good game. Good game, good game. Right. Thanks for your super chat, Scrog and Shahin. You can do that through the $sign. We'll read those out. I've just got it. I haven't done a double watch along for quite a while, you know. I think Chelsea will play counter-attacking against Bayern. Maresca is, you know, did that against PSG, didn't he? So I think they'll do that. I think they'll sit and counter. Do you think Isak will bag today? I mean, look, traditionally, Atletico Madrid will be very hard to break down. I mean, looking at their team here, it's like a back 5. I mean, it's hard to see what the system is. So, well, it's a very much a park the bus system, yeah. So Isak's got 3 players around him. That'll be a free kick on the edge of the box for Liverpool, though, straight away. Long late on Gravenberch. I mean, if Liverpool can score from this, this is a very good way to deal with a low block. It's a back 10, says Sam. Chelsea having a half chance here. Into the box, but cleared away by Kimmich. David says you should do another live. Why Liverpool? It's Bayern Munich, Chelsea as well, mate. Keel says, I'm absolutely gutted about Jose going to Benfica. Yeah, Keel wanted Man United to get Jose. Luke says, I think Liverpool are going to win 6-0. Tim fancies Chelsea. Cube says Chelsea, Bayern may be the game of the night. They're moaning about a bloody throw-in in Munich here for Chelsea. Right, anyway, let's see what happens with this free kick with Liverpool. Wirtz is on it. Salah is on it. I mean, I'm thinking Grimaldo against Frankfurt last Friday night here, but... And Salah's certainly capable of it. Little dink over to that front post. It's gone in! It's gone in! It's Salah! It's a crappy little goal, but they all count within the first 3 minutes. Andy Robertson is claiming it. He P-rolled it through. It deflected. Keeper can't move. Oblak can't do anything about it. And Liverpool lead 1-0. And I tell you what, it probably opens the game up a lot. The park the bus plan from Atletico Madrid is out of the window. And I tell you what, if you're a Liverpool fan, you're probably quite relieved by that early goal. I think it's an own goal. I'm trying to see. No, Andy Robertson. No, it goes off the defender, doesn't it? I mean, it's probably partly by design there, to be fair. It's just blast it low, isn't it? Boo, says Imogen. Yeah, well, Atletico Madrid were going to come and park the bus, so they might have to play a little bit on the front foot now. Andy Robertson's been given the goal, by the way. Liverpool's are so jammy, says Football Gunner. Lots of lucky Liverpools in the chat. Well, Atletico Madrid still look like they're going to park the bus here, which is, it's a weird one, isn't it? You know, you go 1-0 down early, and then you still park the bus. And that's exactly what they're doing here. The goal might have come too early for everybody. But don't worry, we've got Bayern against Chelsea. And Chelsea have started off quite well. Really interesting game this, the mix between the Bundesliga and the Premier League this early in the season, getting to see the Bundesliga's best up against the Club World Cup winners. And it's 2-0 to Liverpool. And it's Mo Salah. Well, we have said about Liverpool that they've had a lot of luck this season and that at some point they would arrive. Well, maybe they are going to arrive now because it's 2-0 inside 5 minutes here. And Simeone does not look very happy, but Mo Salah does. I don't think Atletico Madrid have had a very good start to the season in La Liga, and they've not had a very good start to the season in the Champions League either. It starts with Salah. He's right out on the touchline. Gets a little bit of luck, but it's bad defending. I mean, there's 3 Atletico Madrid players around him. I mean, those people who've been saying that Salah's dropped off, I mean, look at the intensity and speed and strength there. You know, he literally outdoes 3. Conor Gallagher, Gallen and Nico all taken out of the game by Salah, and it's a lovely finish. 2-0. Liverpool. Game over there. I might put it on that screen and go to this one for the Chelsea game, you know. Yeah, in La Liga at the moment, they are 11th place. They've only won 1 game, they've drawn 2 and they've lost 1. Callum said, who said 6-0? Well, they might be onto something here. I mean, Atletico Madrid surely can't be defending now. Should Madrid sack Simeone and get a more attacking manager, says Luke? Well, they definitely need something more attacking now. Chelsea are on the attack here. And they nearly scored. See what happens with this corner. Enzo Fernandez probably should have scored there. Cross came in. Alisson gets hold of that. It was a good chance. Bayern on the attack now with Elise. Into Diaz. Cross. Kane. Over the bar. Thoughts on Michael Oliver being a UEFA referee? Thoughts on Michael Oliver being a referee, full stop. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Nick Peters, I missed those days when my team used to score and everyone called it luck, says Nick. Oh yeah, I'd take it. Gallagher would fit in well at United like that, says Josh. He did get bullied. He did get bullied, 100%. Keelan says, Atletico might want to get some advice from Burnley. Thank you very much for that. From... Who was that from? I'll come back to that. Keelan, thank you. Tell you what, today, right, I'm glad I remembered this. There was something I wanted to moan about today, and I thought I'd wait till the stream. Umbrellas. How long does an umbrella last? Like, I must have spent across my life a few £100 on umbrellas. They're an absolute waste of time. You know, you get your one from Timpson's or the local supermarket for about £12, and a minute there's a bit of wind, upside down, all bent and fucked. You know? They're just an absolute waste of time. I've never had an umbrella that lasts more than a couple of weeks. I reckon they're built like that on purpose. I literally bought one from Sainsbury's 2 weeks ago. I've used it twice. Went to get Seb from school the other day. A gust of wind took it up, and I saw all the metal bits underneath. 4 of them bent, pulled it back down, half of it's down like that. I can't use it anymore because the rain goes off the edge like a cliff onto my trousers. I look like I've pissed myself. The only umbrellas that are any good are golf umbrellas, and they're a health hazard because they're so bloody big that they take people's eyes out. You give a small person a golf umbrella and, you know, literally they'll take your eye out. Anyway, it was Keelan who said about Atletico and Burnley. I've got an either or for you anyway. I'm going to start you all off. Is there anything that's a waste of money? Yes, we can run that tonight. Either or. Elise or Gakpo. That's a nice one to sort of play across both games. Chelsea doing all right here. Soaking up the pressure. Enzo Fernandez will have an absolute ball against Man United on Saturday, you know. Running off Bruno Fernandes, he'll score a bloody hat-trick. What's your go-to supermarket? Morrison says, Locke. I think with supermarkets, for me, it's always what's the local one. So at my old house, my local one was Tesco. At the house before that, it was Aldi. Sainsbury's now. So, yeah. The real Galacticos, you'll never walk alone, says Vanessa. Stephen McLaren loved his umbrella, says Constantine. Thanks for your super chats. BBK says, I'm a Liverpool fan. It's Elise. Good play here by João Pedro. Enzo Fernandez. Neto. Cleared away. Are you missing not being in Europe, Mark? Well, it doesn't matter this week because it's not even Europa League week yet, is it? Chelsea with another cross. Cleared away for a corner by Upamecano. There's a lot of United fans who are now saying they would love to have had Thomas Frank as manager. Szoboszlai coming forward here. Liverpool. I think Liverpool could score a few goals here tonight. Isak already looking ominous. Isak definitely does have that Thierry Henry thing, you know. Definitely. No 7 p.m. United stand show. No. For my own mental health, I couldn't do it. Not because of the Hammer Him Out stuff, because I just had such a... I was in London last night, didn't get in until 1 o'clock. I've had about 50 things to do today. I'd committed to doing the career mode. That got pushed back by an hour. Obviously, I was going to do this. And I was just like, I'm going to bloody kill myself one of these days. If you can't... I just can't do everything. So I just went, look, it's going to have to... You know, is there anything happening? Yes. Do I want to do it? Yes. Can I do it? No. So I didn't do it. Score predictions in the games, Mark, says Whoops. Well, I did say Liverpool win. I also said a Bayern Munich win, but I think Chelsea have started off quite well here. Little of the best for bakeries, says Coolio Boy. A better poll is Palmer or Musiala. Well, Elise has beaten Gakpo, 64% to 36%. But let's do that one. I quite like that. If there's a good poll, I'll do it. Who remembers Bowen against Kulusevski a couple of years ago? It was locked on 50-50. That's the thing about a poll. You will go down in That's Football Folklore if you can find a poll that gets locked on 50-50. It has happened a couple of times. All good things come to an end, and I don't know whether I'd describe Atletico Madrid as a good thing, but I do think Simeone's not very happy here. Van Dijk heads it away. PSG's on fire, apparently, says Wolf Wall. Up against Atalanta. Bayern Munich got a chance to whip a cross in. You know what I think PSG's biggest problem is? Just sheer volume of games. Let's see what happens with this free kick. Kimmich doesn't whip it in. Elise. Back post. They're queuing up. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Look at the atmosphere in the Bundesliga, though. How do we get these... You know, having done all this Bundesliga stuff this month, one of the big things... Obviously, I want to see all the goals, but... I want to see this atmosphere in British, English, Premier League games, you know? How do we get these atmospheres? Is it simply club ownership? Is it simply 50+1? Or is it more than that? How do we get these atmospheres? The fans are there, 100%. There's amazing fans who follow Premier League clubs home and away. Sanchez got to get rid of that. Good hold up play by Cole Palmer. Chelsea's midfield is their strength, isn't it? Caicedo, Reece James, Enzo, Cole Palmer. That's going to go out. Mick Red says, I think it's different culture, different football history. Get rid of VAR, says Kenneth. Have you started your Christmas shopping yet? Also, lovely cross in there, but you've got to be attacking that. Atletico Madrid should be attacking that. Negative there. It was a lovely cross into the box. Evening, Mark. Hope you're well. What about Canate versus Gabriel? That is a very good one. Palmer and Musiala is close. 53% Palmer, 47% Musiala. Rich says, Christmas shopping, are you mad? I don't really mind people who start Christmas shopping around now because it's actually quite a stressful thing. Get it out of the way. How's the back? FPL Fozzie says, it's okay. It's okay. Good and bad days. My hip was the problem and my rib. Just getting old. Ref looks like he's on Atletico Madrid's payroll, says Bad Man. Think Kane will come back to Spurs, says Baron. That looked like a bad tackle by Tar on Pedro, to be fair. Swedish League has better atmosphere than the Premier League, says Niklas. Look, as an Englishman in his 40s, I can tell you that the atmosphere in the grounds in the late 80s and early 90s were very different to what you get now. But it was outlawed as hooliganism, and it all became all-seater, family and orientated, and that's what we've got now. But I do look over at other leagues and go, well, that's family orientated. I was doing the highlights clips earlier, and there's some old people in the crowd loving it. Diaz, Nabry, lovely feet, good block. It's cooking this game now. It's starting to cook. Good tackle there by Chow. He's given a foul. Jamie Ch. Oh no, he's retracted it. But fans buy tickets instead of corporate tickets, says Yapper. Fart Smellers, do you think United have no luck? Why does every shot Liverpool take them seem to go in? You miss every shot you don't take, though, mate. Fazy, Robin or robbery? Too old. I don't like the old stuff. Palmer's coming down. It's come down to 52%. I can't change it. What's your thoughts on Man United playing friendlies or on European weeks to pull in revenue? I'd do it, the Hills. I know it's a bit naughty, but I'd do it for money. Another free kick for Bayern here. I don't think Kimmich will shoot. Create your own luck, says Osman. I tell you what, I was unlucky on my career mode. City were very lucky. Ref! Get out the bloody way, ref. It's got in the way of a bloody free kick. Capitalism and tourists, that's all the Premier League is, says Daniel. Oh, 100%. I mean, there ain't no way that United's new stadium is thinking about atmospheres like this. If you're watching the Bayern Munich game. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about how many corporate boxes can we sell, how much can we sell the tickets for. Bayern 1-0! Elise! What a goal! I haven't seen it. Yes! 1-0 to Bayern. And this is a great, great, great thing. Because it opens up the game. Cucurella's not very happy. Obviously, this came from that free kick that had to be taken. Let's have a look. Out to Elise. Watch this. See you later, João Pedro. Puts the cross in. And I think it's Upamecano who gets on the end of it. Or is it an OG? Might be an OG. Yeah, Chalobah. Chalobah. But you know what? I feel for Chalobah because I've played the game in those sort of situations. And Elise is... I said this before the game. Elise at the moment for me, and I do have the privilege of seeing, obviously, a lot of that league at the moment for obvious reasons. But Elise for me at the moment is one of the best players in Europe. He's playing so, so well. And what he does there, he rinses Pedro and puts the cross with so much power into such the right area that it's, you know, it's impossible not to score. Who's a bet? Oh, Atletico Madrid. They're doing quite well, but Liverpool's defence is holding up at the moment. So this opens up the game now. Chelsea are going to have to step forward because I tell you what, Bayern Munich in their first 3 games have given 2 teams, Hamburg and Leipzig, an absolute battering. So Chelsea have got to, you know, get themselves together here because Bayern will go for the jugular. Who's the best finisher? Haaland, Kane, Mbappe or Isak, says Robert. Haaland or Kane for me. I think they're the 2 best finishers. Which atmosphere is best in the Premier League, Mark? Palace or mine, says Jamie. I don't really know, mate, because most of the games I watch, I don't actually have any audio. So it's hard to get an atmosphere, really. But weirdly, you might be right. I would imagine that one of the more traditional grounds with, you know, a closer to the pitch atmosphere will probably get a better noise. Good defending by Liverpool again there for Impong. Atletico Madrid have actually done quite well in the last few minutes. What's your thoughts? Done that one. The Old Firm has the best atmosphere in Britain, says Lee. I would not be surprised. So yeah, I would not be surprised. Premier League clubs are stricter due to history with hooligans. European clubs have given more power and freedom to the fans and their expression, says Bisson. Thank you very much. See what? Atletico Madrid have actually done quite well in the last 5 minutes. Oh. I hate it when tea's cold. I like warm tea. I do not like cold tea. Right, I'm going to give it to Cole Palmer over Musiala because, oh, it's come down again. 51%, 49%. I'm still going to give it to Palmer because we'll be here all night. Palmer won that one. Close, though. It was a good poll. I have another one. Not mine, but it was put forward, and I've remembered it. Either or. Caicedo. Szoboszlai. Get your votes in the poll. Elise is world class. Yes, Dale. He is playing very, very well at the moment. Very, very well. As I said, if Bayern Munich can avoid injury, they've had a very good start to the season. And they're playing great football as well. Luis Diaz has been a brilliant signing for them as well. I was talking to a Liverpool fan yesterday. And when you look at Liverpool, like, obviously the tragic loss of Jota, Trent was a very important player. Robertson's not been playing as much. Luis Diaz was a very good player for them. You know, they have had quite a change. Liverpool. Which I think makes it even more impressive that they've won 4 from 4. But they are going through a transition, Liverpool, definitely. And Luis Diaz has really already looks like he's given Bayern Munich a big lift. Harry Kane's just gone down in the box. Referee says play on, but then there's something going. He's given it! He's given it! Penalty to Bayern! Penalty. He took his time. The referee took his time. He wasn't going to give it, Jim. He was not going to give it. And then he decided he was. And now he's saying stop. In the name of love, before you break. Oh, I don't know what's going on now. Maybe he's not giving a penalty. Maybe he's going back for something else. Is it a penalty to Steven? Well, this is what we're waiting to see. We haven't had a replay. So, looks like a penalty. Caicedo. Nah, it's a penalty. He didn't get any of the ball. Yeah, that's a penalty for me. If the referee's given it, VAR is not going to overturn that. Caicedo, not only is he given a penalty away, he's just lost the poll on That's Football because I think he might have beaten Szoboszlai in a poll, but he's literally just given a penalty away. So those are the breaks, mate. You know, those are the breaks. Stonewall penalty. Bayern could be 2-0 up, and Chelsea need to be a little bit careful here because I said this, didn't I? As a Bundesliga connoisseur, as many of you are now watching That's Football, we know what Bayern can do. They don't settle with 1 or 2. They go for 4 or 5. But Harry Kane's got to convert this penalty. He normally goes low to the keeper's right. And he goes the other way. See, that's the mark of a good striker. Robert McCormack's got the tissues out, and Harry Kane's got his first goal of the night. Yeah, watch where the keeper goes. Exactly where I thought Harry Kane was going to go. You can't blame the keeper there. He just sent him the wrong way. Lovely goal. Lovely goal. What a joke penalty. Oh, mate, I've never seen such a nailed-on penalty in my life. Caicedo, 38%. Szoboszlai, 62% and rising. Yeah, it's like one of those stocks that just goes bankrupt, isn't it? Caicedo is just devaluing. What was that? what was that thing that used to be? Was it Footy Index? Remember that? I know it ended up with controversy, but I actually quite liked it. Like you basically had players that were like, you could buy stocks in players, and they went up and down in value based on performance, potential, transfer, etc. I mean, it all went wrong, but Nils says, I really appreciate your content, but even more as a human being, just passed my driving test. Well done. Well done, Nilsson. It is one of those, passing your driving test is actually a very personal thing. What's happened here? Player gone down in the centre circle. Palmer. Back to Palmer. Goal. Brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant goal. Bayern, very naive there, but what a brilliant goal by Palmer. That is, on that stage, that's why he's cold. That's why he's cold, Palmer. That's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Something happened off the ball, but I want to see the goal. Cole Palmer. Yeah, someone from Bayern Munich's got to... Yeah, it's just a lovely goal, that is. That's a great goal. He's a quality player. A quality action. Simplistic. Training ground, really. Something happened off the ball that we haven't seen. Maresca got a yellow card. I don't know who it was off the ball. Was it Reece James? No, it wasn't Reece James. It was Tar. He's tough, Tar. Whoa! Chelsea catching the Bundesliga bug. Oh, Tar got a yellow card. Goals, goals, goals. Isak injured, somebody just said. I don't think he's injured. I think he just took a bad tackle. Robert McCormack says, anyone got any spare Kleenex? Is that from the Kane goal or the Palmer goal? Yeah, it was a bad tackle on Isak, but I think he'll be okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Stamped right on his foot. I think he'll be okay unless he's broken something, but got a yellow card for it. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Can't take my eyes off the Bayern Chelsea game at the moment. Just run it off, says Sarah. Yeah. Howard Webb or Michael Oliver? We're not doing polls on referees, Faisy. Yeah, don't forget tomorrow, Man City, Napoli and Newcastle, Barcelona. Kenneth says, is young Frankenstein on the pitch? I can't think who you're talking about. Well, the Liverpool game's been a lot better since they went 2-0 up because Atletico Madrid have had to attack, and it's opened the game up quite nicely because Liverpool can counter, and Atletico Madrid have been far more progressive than they ever would have been. Young Frankenstein would be Garnacho, says Sam. Or Pat Butcher, as some people call him. I'm so tired. I got into bed at 1 o'clock Left London at 10. Got back at a 1. Got into bed and felt like I was so tired. You know that go to bed when you're really tired? Like you get into bed and you're just like exhausted. Normally I go to bed and I'm tired, but I have a little bit of thinking time. But I'm so tired. Do you think Chelsea can close the gap on the top 3 in the Premier League, says Shaheen? I genuinely have said this so many times, but I really do think that if you've got a good midfield, you've got a great chance. And Chelsea's midfield is very, very good. Like, it's really good. I think the Chelsea model is just is based on growing together, grow, and then dominate. And it might work. They've certainly not invested in experience, so they've got to grow together. But at some point, that could work. What's the best way for me to ride my husband, says Lisa Reynolds. You know when you read a chat and you don't think about it. You know, I'm thinking, what's your thoughts on Kimmich and as a Premier League arrival at this age? But I don't know. I'm sure the chat could tell you. Liverpool penalty. It's not going well for Madrid. Frimpong into the box. It doesn't touch him. Oh, maybe the handball. Definitely. No, I don't think that's a penalty. I don't think it is a penalty. Unless it catches his hand from here. Nah. No, there's no contact on the player and there's no handball. That won't be a penalty. You can see why it's been given, but it won't get given. VAR will overrule that. VAR is checking it. Lots of answers coming in from Lisa, Cowgirl, from behind. Yeah, referee's going to check it on VAR, so it won't get given. Ooh, what happened there? Enzo Fernandez was off the ground, but oh no, they've played on. I thought it was going to be something a bit... No penalty, referee says no. Well, I think we knew that 20 seconds ago, to be honest. Enzo Fernandez with the old Italian tackle there. Martinez is very good at it as well. You basically jump into it with 2 feet. What former player would you compare Cole Palmer to, says Lord Farquhar. He is quite unique, you know. He is quite unique, Cole Palmer, which is good. Are you going to try Ultimate Team on FC 26 this year? Well, yes. I just need to do it on a stream where we can do it together. I'm looking forward to the charity stream because I like doing the draft. He's not like Gaza Stewart. Shut up. And that's rude. Bit like Letitia. Quicker than Letitia, though. No, you know what? For me, he's a unique player, and I think that's great in 2025 of watching over 40 years of football and seeing players that come through that are unique is a great thing. Well done, Harry Kane. Lovely play by Harry Kane. Elise. Chelsea defending well. I wouldn't say he's like David Silva. Dangerous scoreline for Bayern now. 2-0 up. Comfortable. 2-1. Chelsea's intensity. This is the thing that the Premier League has over everybody. The intensity and speed and stamina. Lovely ball by Kane again to Elise. That's the oh, what a ball into Lema. Oh. Just wide. I tell you what, that's the part of Kane's game that's so good, though, isn't it? It's the thing that England don't need, though. England don't need that drop-off sort of number 10. But Harry Kane in a team that does need it is fantastic. Goals galore. That's what you get with the Bundesliga. Don't forget, we have got live Bundesliga action on Friday nights. If you've been watching my career mode, Stiller of Stuttgart against the, well, everybody's underdog favourite team, St. Pauli, 7 points from 9. Changed your mind yet on who wins the league, says the Midas. What, the Premier League? No, I'm sticking to Arsenal. I think that should have been a foul on Gakpo then. If he switches it right here, Cole Palmer. Oh, he could have switched it right. He goes left. Neto. Chelsea looking very quick on the counter. Man United have got him on Saturday. Good play by Atleti again. Good feet by Gnabry. Enzo Fernandez has got to be very careful. Atleti, they've got numbers. Diaz. Little dinky cross. Where's Alphonso Davies? Is he injured? I thought that was a penalty. Might have been offside. He's offside anyway. ACL injury for Davies. I mean, that's the thing about Bayern. They have got a couple of very good players still to come back. Musiala. Midas of the Marigold says, we need another poll. I'll do another poll. PSG are 2-0 up now. Kane. Good defending. Tossen. Would you say that Szoboszlai is still underrated? I think yes. His press is insane and everything about him. Amrin would love him, says Milan. He's everywhere, isn't he? I think the fact that he can play right back, centre midfield, number 10. Yeah. He's got a good shot off there. Both very good games of football, you know. What's your favourite beer, Mark? I haven't had a beer in so long. I had like one of these blood tests for like a well-man thing because of my age the other day, and I had the results back today, and they do a questionnaire as well, and they were like, how many drinks do you have a week? And I said, honestly, probably if 2 units is a pint, probably between 10 and 20 units a week. But I said over the last month, probably 5 units, a couple of glasses of red wine. I don't really drink anymore. And for no other reason that I just don't. I like a glass of red, but I don't really drink now. Christmas is coming though. That will change. 11 o'clock, get the Carlin out. I do like those 2 weeks over Christmas. Films, food, drink, chill. We deserve it. Love to see Kimmich at United, says Dale. We need a poll here. How old is Kimmich now? 30. Close Bayern. Elise, edge of the box, shoots just wide. Brilliant player, Elise. Brilliant player. Wirtz is a little bit unlucky, isn't he? Nearly setting up Frimpong, nearly setting up himself. Atletico Madrid survive. Movie quiz for you, Mark. Guess the film. Remember Sully when I promised to kill you last? I lied. I don't know that, Sam. Is it the film Sully? Oh, Highlander. Is it Highlander? I think it's Highlander. No, it's Commando. Commando. Baron says, advice to get motivated in general. Nearly at half time here. I'll tell you what motivates me, and it always surprises me, is if I'm having a very unproductive day, just go and wash the pots, or a walk around the block, or, you know, hang the washing out. Just do something, just do a bit of activity. A change of scenery, basically, can refocus you. Was Jose right about football heritage, says Jamie? I forget what his heritage was. I'm going to sit down at half time. We need a poll. We need a poll. I want a 50-50. Favourite type of takeaway? I always get asked this, Evan, and people should remember my answers because I'm a mood. I'm all about the mood. Bayern Munich, you have a corner here. Good corner. Keeper punches it. Gnabry's got it. Takes the other corner. Raya or Allison? I mean, I will do it. I'm not so sure you're going to get a 50-50, though. That's the golden ticket. The corner for Bayern. I do like a curry on a Saturday night, lock, but I also like... a Chinese sometimes. Please do share the video. We're creeping up towards 20k. Up Meccano. Headed away. Kimmich. Very good game Bayern Chelsea. Atletico Madrid. It's not been great for La Liga, has it? I mean, I feel like La Liga, I mean, even United, we dealt with La Liga clubs quite easily. And we're shit. But Bilbao comfortably beaten by Arsenal. Spurs found Villarreal quite comfortable. Liverpool, Atletico Madrid. I just think beyond Real and Barcelona, La Liga really isn't up to it. Robert McCormack says, Jesus has a brace for Forest, Brazilian centre-forward. Listen to me. Listen to me. My scouting is brilliant. I said Nusa at Leipzig. I said Fajita at St. Pauli. Larson at Leipzig. We need to see him, but he's good. And I said Jesus from Botafogo. I fancied him to be good in the Prem. I mean, it's not the Prem, it's the Carabao Cup, but keep an eye on him. Could be a good player for Ange. Romelu at Leipzig as well. Would you swap the captaincy to Casemiro, Marks' hero? No, because I wouldn't pick him. I'd give it to De Ligt. At least he will start. Allison, 77% to Reyes, 22. Oblak or Donnarumma, says Steve. I'll do it, but again, Bayern are really pushing forward here. Chelsea can't concede the third. Elise, shot, corner. Turning the screw a little bit here. Match stats, 67% Bayern Munich possession. 8 shots to 6. So, Atletico Madrid have got a goal back. Game on! Game on at Anfield. I wasn't looking. Golf celebration from Llorente. And it's half-time. It's 2-1 Bayern Munich. And it's 2-1 Liverpool, Atletico Madrid. We've got 2 good games going on here. Although, they might be looking at an offside in the build-up. To be honest with you, I do actually think Griezmann is interfering there. I really do think if that was against United, I'd be saying Griezmann's right in the eye of Alisson there. I don't think Alisson can save it, but I do think he's in the line. I hope it is given, because I think it makes for a great second half, but I do actually think that's offside. He's given it. And that's a bit harsh. I mean, I'd never tweet it because people would go, Liverpool fan, but I actually do think that he's right in the line of the keeper there. He's definitely active. So I think that's a bit unfair. But for the game, it's good. Half-time with Bayern and Chelsea. Brilliant game. But to be fair, Atletico Madrid have been good since they came back. So well done. Lots of people saying it was offside. Elise or Eze, says Dean. Donnarumma's battered Oblak. That would actually be a good fight, but 78% say Donnarumma. Come on, somebody surely can find a 50-50. I've done it for you, Dean. Hello, Mark, says Frosty. Hello. And Lisa Reynolds said, someone answered me. Reverse cowgirl, what's that? Get yourself on a website and find out. It can be part of the foreplay. Right, half-time in both games now. Thank you, everybody. Cheers for tuning in, as always. Don't forget, if you like FC26, I've got it early. So my career mode started tonight on my channel. You can check that out. And I'm back tomorrow at 6 o'clock with episode 2 ahead of another night of great Champions League action. And I can tell you as well, you are effing legends, because we have hit 423,000 subscribers, 1.423 million. So please do subscribe, get involved with That's Football. It's an amazing community that goes from strength to strength. I absolutely love it. It's my escapism from real Manchester United football. And we're building something great here. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, you're very, very appreciated. Yeah, look, I do think it's very, very early in the Champions League to be like saying whatever. But what I find interesting, I'll give you a poll. No, I won't give you a poll. Put your comments in. Do you like this new Champions League format? Because the knockout stage of the Champions League for me is goated. I love the knockout stage. It's like there are so many teams. Even the last 16, you get great games. The knockout stage of the Champions League is still brilliant, and nothing has changed. I was very against this new league format because obviously there's a monetary angle, 8 games instead of 6. But in fairness, the group stages were, even though a year ago I would have completely disagreed with this, I'm not one of those people that won't admit I was wrong. I thought the four-team group stage was better than this. But now I disagree because you get better games. And obviously clubs are making more money from it, which is fine, but you get better games. But also I think the top 8 system works really well because there's jeopardy. Like if you're not in the top 8, you could get a really difficult qualifier, playoff, whatever you want to call it. And you will be hindered by that even if you get through because you won't be one of the top 8 seeds. And when you think about it, good teams will finish outside the top 8 because even if Arsenal, Liverpool, PSG, Man City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and we're up to 7 already. There's going to be a lot of teams still that are decent, not in the top 8. You know, not named any Italian clubs, still some more English clubs, still some more German clubs. So I think it does. And you know full well that there will be an Inter Milan or a Dortmund or someone who will actually find their way into the top 8 and force a big team out. So I like it. But look, we have to assess it on a year-by-year basis. But yeah, I am a fan of it. And look, the money's fantastic if you're in it. No two ways about it. Elise has battered Eze, 75%, 25%. This is probably one of the worst nights of polls, really. Nobody's getting anywhere near a 50-50. Do you want a 50-50? I'll give you a 50-50. I'll give you a 50-50. Here we go. Mbermo or Jared Bowen. Might not work because of the Man United angle, but give it a go. Jay says, how did the Atletico goal stand? He blocked Alisson View in an offside position. I completely agree with you, Jay. I think for the good of the game, it's good that the goal was given. But if that was a final and you lost because of it, you'd be losing your shit. And I think that's always the way to look at any decision. Imagine it was the Champions League final in the last minute, it's 0-0 and that goal stands. Liverpool fans would be absolutely furious. So just because it's, 2-0 and Liverpool will probably still win the game doesn't mean it's not a bad decision. Yeah. What's all this? What's all this? Why didn't Alexis Sanchez work at Man United, says Jamie Grant? Bad attitude. Came in for big money and a bad attitude, didn't he? Didn't really want to come. Would be my feeling around it, to be honest. And Burmo has beaten Jared Bowen quite comfortably, 65%. As long as Tamid says, as long as the knockout format is still the same, the format seems good. Great, actually. Thank you, Tamid. Thank you very much for your super chat. VFL says Seshko or Voltameda. I don't want to do that because I think it's too. What's the word? Recency biased. What? Why no United stand this evening, says Ian. I ran out of time, mate. It was just physically impossible to do it. I was streaming the game and then I just didn't have time to fit it in. Hi, Mark. A bit of a slow start for Wirtz in the Premier League. I think he'll be better form and get all the assists and goals he's creating. I think Wirtz is a good player, Dean. I think it's more desperation than reality that people are talking about him as a flop because, yeah, you're not going to be a flop in your first season anyway. How did Atletico goal stand? We've done that from Jay. Completely agree. Liao or Nico Williams, says Kinton. Rice or Gravenberch, says Deanne. That is a good one. Sneezed. I've got a good feeling about this one. Then again, it is a Liverpool watch-along. It might not work. You shouldn't have changed to legendary after your Arsenal game. Trust your gut, Mark, says James. Here's your 50-50, Mark. Messi or Ronaldo, says Landon. I will try it. It's always nice to drop one in. Kane versus Isak, says Ivan. And Cosby, thank you very much. Appreciate your super chats there. Does Isak look like he's worth the money so far? Come on, Jurgen. You can't judge somebody on their first 45 minutes in any shirt, let alone, that. And also, I think we all know that Isak is a good player. Xhaka or Lukaku? No, look, I want a good 50-50, not some bloody obscure thing people don't give a shit about. Hi, Mark. Hope you're good, says City Swinger. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's definitely should have been offside. The Atletico Madrid goal. He's right in the line, look. Look at Griezmann. He's active. He's totally active. It's incredible that that goal gets given. He's right in front of Alisson's. You know, it's ridiculous that that goal gets given, really. But I'm glad it's been given because it makes the game better. But yeah, Michael Owen's having a bit of a glow up, isn't he? Try Apotic Red Mark. Lovely wine, says Egg Meats and Beans. Chicken or beef, says Alex. Definitely chicken. Palmer or Foden, says Daniel. He'll get battered. Foden will get absolutely battered, pal. Absolutely battered. Yeah, if you've got any controversial topics, life-related, or any agony aunt stuff that you'd like help with, I'm always capable of doing that. I was saying earlier that umbrellas are an absolute waste of time. I've had enough. I'd rather just get wet. Absolutely had enough of it. 2 weeks ago, I bought an umbrella. And it's already broke. Biggest scam in the world. I have a good 50-50. Mark, heads or tails, says Galazzo. And the United stand or the United strand, says James. Shut up. I'll show some bloody respect. Try an umbrella in Dublin, says I. Oh, mate, I lived in Dublin. I know exactly what you're talking about. Rio of Liverpool or Yamal, says Paddy. Come on. You're talking nonsense there. You're talking nonsense. How long is Yamal out for? I know he's not going to be playing tomorrow, is he? Apologies for the yawn. I didn't get enough sleep last night. 5 hours is not good enough. Vidan says you've got 3 games left to save your job. 4 points off 12. Not good for those points up. Come on, someone. I was talking about my career mode. Yeah, well, if people didn't make me play on bloody legendary when I'm just starting out, I wouldn't be in this position, would I? I just take a challenge. That's me. Always take the challenge. What games are you doing at the weekend? Oh, well, Man City, Liverpool. Man City, Arsenal on Sunday is Super Sunday, isn't it? Brilliant game of football. But don't forget, Friday night, it starts on That's Football, the home of Bundesliga action. We've got Stuttgart against St. Pauli, live match footage. That'll be Friday night. Then Saturday lunchtime, we'll be doing a watch-along for Everton, Liverpool at Anfield. And then we've got Man United, Chelsea on the United stand at 5:30 on Saturday. And then Sunday, it's Manchester City against Arsenal at the Old Emirates. So another cracking weekend of football action. And it's live. People who pull out in front of you and slow down, says Evan Whelan. Oh God. That is a thing. And it's a weird thing. But it is a thing. I don't know whether it's just in the UK, but people love it. Annoying things that don't make sense. You're literally driving along the road. You see them at the junction. You know they shouldn't pull out because they should be able to judge your speed. They pull out and then they haven't got any speed. So they pull out and slow you down. Idiots, I call them. Generational one here. Dennis Irwin or Ashley Cole. I'm not doing any more either ors. It's gone stupid, says J.K. Worthing. Love Watchalongs. Try Rice against McAllister. I'm bored of either ors now. Elliot. Rooney or Shearer, says Marcus. We're not going to get any. Gravenberch beat Declan Rice. We've milked the cow and there's nothing left. Kane or Lewandowski. I will do that one, but that's my last one tonight. It's exhausting. Players coming out for the second half here. You know what it is? I don't like old either ors because chuff monsters ruin it. And there's nothing wrong with being a chuff monster. I'm a chuff monster. If somebody says to me Best or Charlton, I'm a chuff monster because I didn't see them play. But my vote should not be valid. But it is. Can Chelsea get back into this? Potentially. Do you think you're a top 5 celebrity in the UK? No. Absolute nonsense. Probably not even top 100. Arguably not even top 1,000. I am doing watch along Liverpool versus Everton, yeah. Liverpool just coming back onto the pitch here. Bayern and Chelsea's about to start, so I will talk you through that. But I'm going to set the clock to the Liverpool game. Would you be commentating for the Ballers League US as well? Loved it for the UK version, says Raj. I don't think I'm involved with the Baller League anymore. It was just for the first. How many weeks did we do? And to be honest with you, I sort of said to them, if I'm not managing a team, I'm not really interested. And not in a bad way. I just said, I just can't believe some of the people you've got managing teams. If you want me involved, I want to manage a team. I mean, I literally am known for Goldbridge ball and stuff, you know. And I've not heard anything back, so. But I'm busy with lots of stuff. I've got more of these. And, yeah, got my book. Theo says, do you remember books that will never get written? I do. I've got a few. Right, there we go. Go back to Chelsea there. Yeah, Sharpshooter by Timo Werner. Hit or Miss by Timo Werner. Lethal by Timo Werner. Where is Timo Werner now? There you go. I'm doing the Bundesliga. I don't even know where he is. Do you think Atletico Madrid can get back into this? Says Elliot. I think what we know from Liverpool over the last few weeks is that they can concede goals. Lewandowski and Kane is quite close. Fair play. Klopp or Pep, says Dean. Klopp will batter them in that one. Dublin or London, says Paddy. I mean, Dublin's close to my heart, but London's an amazing city. I can't. I'd probably say London. London is very, very special city, but I love Dublin. Can we play Smash or Pass? I don't even know what that is. I have an idea what it is. We've got an injury here in the Chelsea-Bayern game. Oh, it was just a bit of a 50-50. He'll be all right. Thanks, Raj, for your super chat. Fitness by Luke Shaw, yeah. I'm trying to think, who's a crap passer? Who's crap at passing? Playing a high line by Harry Maguire, says Jim. Pass master by Anana, says Jacob. Yeah, we're just doing titles for books that will never get written. I've really enjoyed this Chelsea-Bayern game. I think Chelsea, look, it's not a surprise to me that Chelsea have given Bayern a game. But you'd be happy. If you're a Chelsea fan, you'd be happy with this. There's another Bayern player's gone down here. I think it was the one who was injured before. Yeah, he's going to have to come off. Stanisic. I don't know what it is that he hurt. Was it like, did he get a knee in the thigh maybe? Yeah, it's a hip, isn't it? I think he's done something to his hip. Yeah, he's coming off. Stanisic comes off. Bowie comes on. Imagine, well, no, it couldn't be David Bowie because sadly he's no longer with us. Sacha Bowie. Funny game for Liverpool, this. They've 2-0 up very, very quickly. And it's almost that case of you can score too early, isn't it? PSG are 3-0 up. Thank you very much for the update. Dreadlock Care and Maintenance by Eric Ten Hag. Love the show, Mark, says Theo. Vidic or Van Dijk, says Elliot Taylor. Idiot's Guide to Volleyball by Anana, says Nick P. Book I Love Bruno by Ricky Rowe, says Daniel. And if you could only do one football drill on repeat to become a better player, what would it be, says Sullivan. Keep-ups, I think. I think keep-ups, you get so much out of them. Defending crosses by Andre Onana, says Kramus. Finesse by Finney Jones, says Perk. Klopp or Pep? I've done that one from Dean. Come on, we need a goal here. I mean, we've only had 5 minutes of the second half, but both these teams have given us good first halves. I don't know which way this one's going to go. You know, I think Chelsea have played well. I think it's one of those European nights where the home advantage just gives you the edge. If this was at if this was at Stamford Bridge, I'd fancy Chelsea, you know. How to tackle by Paul Scholes, says Miss Con. It's been a very intense game. Very open game, Chelsea and Bayern. Atletico Madrid pushing again. It's hard to go bang bang. But they're having a go, Atletico Madrid. Here's Cole Palmer, right hand side. Lots of space. Two in a row by Ruben Amorim, says Honk. I can't believe Man United haven't won 2 in a row. Look, I literally said it on the United stand this morning. I want Amorim to do well, and I don't believe we should be sacking another manager, but I do find myself going 15th. You know, it's got to get better soon. How to play World Cup and not play for 6 months, Luke Shaw, says Nicholas. Lovely play, Caicedo. Oh, good interception. I tell you what, this game is being played at such a pace, and the margin for error is so slim, but there's interceptions, tackles, lovely touches, sort of cancelling each other out in a good way. But here we go. Kimmich, Kane, Diaz gets the shot off straight at Sanchez. Are Liverpool playing good, says Pass. It's a more equal game, that. I mean, I think both games have been very equal, to be fair. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner, get involved with That's Football. Tomorrow night, we are live with the Newcastle-Barcelona game and Man City play Napoli. I'm interested to see Napoli if they can give City a game, you know. I think Bundesliga against Premier League, I can see why it's close. Italian League against Premier League, I think there's a very big difference in pace. But let's see. I think it's great for Arsenal. 2 days before they played their Champions League game, and they're at home on Sunday. Masha says, I'm down to the last 6 in a last man stand bet this weekend. Who from the Premiership would you and the legends listening this evening back? Well, you just have to back a team that's going to win at the weekend. Liverpool will beat Everton. I think Arsenal will beat Man City. I haven't looked at the other fixtures for the Prem this weekend. I mean, I don't want to give away all my tips because I do play win, lose or draw. Oh my God, there's a Saturday night game at 8 o'clock. Oh my God, who's going to watch this? I mean, I didn't watch Chelsea. I wanted to watch a film. Oh, lovely play by Bayern again. Neymar's not got quite the legs, but he passes it into Harry Kane. Good save by the keeper again. Bayern could have finished this game off in the last 5 minutes, but Sanchez has made 2 saves. Yeah, listen to this absolute beauty at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. You'll be staying in for this. You'll be cancelling and going out on a date or a family function or a family film or a film for yourself. Fulham against Brentford, 8 o'clock on Saturday night. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nothing against Fulham or Brentford, but wow. Wow. Why is that at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night? Wow. Favourite pasta shape except lasagna? I like pasta shells. My mum used to make this lovely bolognese sauce, and we always used to have pasta shells, and I've not had them for years. I just love pasta shells. No, I've just not had them for years. It's the way pasta shells. It's the way they get the sauce inside it. Yeah, love it. Love it. How to keep fit by Luke Shaw, says Ben. How to be humble by Ganacho, says Elliot. And Vim said about the pasta shapes. If you're an overseas player, what Premier League club do you join and why? Well, I don't know because I'm not overseas, so I'd always say Man United. Work Ethic by Alexander Isak, co-written by Michael Owen, says Jack. Alphabetti spaghetti. I hate that. I hate that. I hate canned spaghetti. You know, like the hula hoops. They taste like metal. Hula hoops on toast. Get out. Spaghetti hoops, not hula hoops. Spaghetti hoops. We've had a few substitutions in this second half. Let me go through some of them. Coke came on for Raspadori. Atletico Madrid. Liverpool have not made a sub yet, but they're about to make 3. Bradley, Ekatike, McAllister. I would imagine Ekatike is going to come on for Isaac, because Isaac probably can't play 90 minutes. Yep. He's coming off. Chelsea not made any subs, but Bayern have made 2. Kim Min-jae came on for Tar, who was on a yellow card. Goal! What a save! Oh my God. I tell you what, say what you like about Chelsea's goalkeeper, but that save is world class. It really should be 3-1, and he's pulled off an absolutely brilliant save. I don't know why the Chelsea players aren't saying what an amazing save. If that's Donnarumma, people are hanging it in the Louvre. I'm not reading that one out, CFT6. Pratt's by Mark Goldbridge, says Loz. I just need one more Palmer shot on target and I get £130, says Jamie. What was the bet? Amelia says, question mark, are you going to use icons in your career mode? I don't think you can. Career mode's back at about maybe 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Nubian says, I like what I saw from Isaac today. Elise should have done better, says Kevin Cott. Oh, yeah. You definitely say that that's a bad miss and a great save. You should put it somewhere that you can't miss. How do you get the icons then? Where are they? How do you feel about United against Chelsea after this, says Lord? Well, I've watched Chelsea against Fulham and Fulham should have beat them. Crystal Palace got a draw, but based on tonight, Chelsea have played very, very well. Having said that, they've probably only had about 30% possession. And against United, they'll have to do a lot more. Oh, it's lovely play by Lema. Kane. They're a lovely team to watch, Bayern. Kimmich. Elise. So still 2-1 in both games. I don't know what 67 is. I don't know what it is. People get obsessed with it. I don't know. I'd say Chelsea. I think United will get something out of Chelsea at the weekend. A beating. No, I think we'll get a positive result. Yeah. Kane! 3-1. Well, they were too busy showing replays. But I tell you what, there'll be a lot of teams in the Bundesliga saying, thank God, because they're all getting smacked up by Bayern at the moment. And it was like, are we bad? I don't think it is. I really don't. I just think Bayern are very good. Yeah, playing out from the back. Chalobah. Terrible first touch by Gusto. I mean, it's an assist by Gusto, isn't it? Harry Kane doesn't even take a touch. That's amazing, isn't it? How good is that when you're a striker and you literally don't take a touch, it's just a shot. Be a long way back for Chelsea now. Long way back. If I was Maresca, I'd be sort of going, right, let's tighten up a little bit here. Because it could turn into 4 or 5. probably the in-form team in Europe at the moment. Goretzka's coming on for Pavlovic. Oh, God. Ben says, Chelsea embarrassing English football once again. Well, they did win the Club World Cup against PSG. I don't think they embarrassed anybody in that. Chelsea defensively, though. That's the thing. Like, a couple of Chelsea fans have said to me, that's the thing. Defensively, we're not there. Chelsea haven't beaten United at Old Trafford for 12 years, says Fieldy. Oh, God. I don't like those sort of things. You can't drop Kane for England, no chance. No, Robert, I agree. I do agree. Watching him more and more these days, he's world class. I just don't like the way he drops deep. I don't think we should build the system around him, but we've got too many number 10s. I mean, look at him there. He doesn't play as the front guy. Look at Gnabry. Here he comes, Pat Butcher. Lewandowski and Kane. He's locked in on 50-50. We've got a 50-50 poll. Dean says, what's your thoughts on all the revenue brought in by United? My thoughts are, a lot of that revenue that's good won't be there in a year because we're not in Europe. Have you ever tried Football Manager? Says Evan. I have. There are career modes somewhere of me doing Football Manager. I broke the points record on Football Manager in the National League with Solihull Moors, and we scored a ridiculous amount of goals as well. It actually led to me being offered a proper manager's job, and I said I'm too busy doing That's Footballing United stand. Probably the what a ball. Yeah, I think Chelsea defensively are strangely not as good as they should be considering the money they've spent. Kim Min-jae's not settled in at Bayern as well as I would have thought. He was very good at Napoli. How's Isak doing, says Dennis? He's gone off. He's played his part, 55 minutes, and then he got subbed off. Garnacho's about to come on. I mean, that's going to be a distraction on Saturday when he comes on. Thing is, no one's going to put a bad tackle in on him. They'll all bloody give him a hug. If he scored a goal, they'd probably all go and pat him on the back. If he scores a goal at Old Trafford and does an Instagram post, you can guarantee Bruno and that lot will go and like it. Stupid club. Oh. Elise again. You can't believe he hasn't scored. Well, it looked like Liverpool might be able to go on and win this like 4 or 5-0, but fair play to Atletico Madrid. They've got back into it. And Liverpool just not as convincing as they could have been. Neto off. Pat Butcher on. Reece James off. Santos on. Mark, any chance we can actually see your setup? Says Dean. I'll do it one day. I've been asked for about a decade. I will do it one day. Skeletor Garnacho, says Skunk. Now you're talking my language. Apparently there's a new film coming out. Oh, did you see that chance by Salah ages ago where he hit the post? That should have been game over. Apparently they're going to do a new Masters of the Universe. I liked the one with Dolph Lundgren in it. I went to the cinema to watch that. Nicholas Jackson's not playing. No, he's on the bench. I wonder if he'll bring him on. I don't know whether he can. It was a loan, wasn't it? Yeah, he's on the bench. Can we get a bedroom tour as well, says Swish? No. Zlatan's bedroom last night's about as good as it gets. That thing I went to yesterday, I didn't realise. So I went down to London to the FC26 launch. Loads of fun, playing pro clubs, streaming a watch along from Zlatan's bedroom. When I left, everyone was like, "You back tomorrow?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they said, they're all there today as well. So it's like a big streaming event. Like Pieface was just rocking in at like 10 o'clock for the night shift. They put you up in a hotel and everything. It's clever. Like there's a load of people who were streaming it who weren't even in the pro clubs. Man of the match from both games. Oh, good question. I think in the Chelsea-Bayern game, there's been so many. Kimmich has been very good. Laymar's been very good. Even though he hasn't scored, I think Elise's been very good. He's got it out on the right-hand side here. Harry Kane as well. Good tackle, Elise. Wants a goal. You can see he wants a goal. Chelsea just starting to run out of energy a little bit here. They've been second best, Chelsea. They fought well, but they have been second best. It's whether they can get back into it. Tell you what, the hilarious thing is watching Garnacho passing the fucking ball. It's such hypocrisy. In a United shirt, Billy Big Bollocks never pass. Now he's at a new club, desperate to please, pass. It's the story of life, really. You have someone who works for you who's dead fucking lazy. The minute they leave, they start working hard. It's like a girlfriend, isn't it? They're with you, they won't do a certain thing. They leave you. You find out on a first date they did it with their ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. It's a life lesson. Don't let it stress you. It's been happening for centuries. Bradley got booked for pulling a Ramos. I can't a FIFA streamer own LFC. Hashtag FSG. When is United playing in Europe, says Joe? Welcome to the members club, Ashish. Thanks for getting your badge in. Do you think Garnacho is good enough to start for Chelsea? No. No, I think Neto's better than Garnacho. I don't know about Gittins. Esteval looks like he's going to be better as well, so he's definitely a talented player. I mean, just, you know, whatever, up until a couple of months ago, I liked him, but look, I can't. I've got to be very careful because there are clips of me saying he's got the highest ceiling talent at Manchester United. Lovely ball here. He's gone too wide, Salah. I don't know about Gittins. I don't know. Not really seen enough of him. I know he was rated highly at Dortmund, but Mark, besides the third United kit, what others do you rate this season in the Prem? You're asking the wrong person, Dean. I think the Arsenal kit's nice. Chelsea got a chance to whip across in here. Hoang, thank you very much for joining the Members Club. How much did Chelsea pay for Garnacho? Garnacho celebrates if he scores at the weekend. Says Dylan, he'll kiss the fucking badge, mate. Come on. You know, you're an absolute moron if you think Garnacho's not going to kiss that badge at Old Trafford if he scores. I mean, that's him. He's that guy. Epic Challenge Bro says, I like this. Agony Bridge. I'm 21. Have you got any dating advice? Need to get a girl. So, look, in my day, you get yourself out on a Thursday night, student night, Nottingham. Thursday night, student night, like shooting fish in a barrel. These days, I don't know. You've got all these swipe left and swipe right. It's easier now. Get yourself on one of these reputable apps and get swiping. Take her out for a lovely meal, steak, and a film. You know, you're up and running. Make eye contact. Not too much. She might think you're odd. And be interested in what she's got to say, you know? Before you know it... No, I won't say the next bit. Garnacho... Yeah, I've done that one from Dylan. If it goes south with Amrim, do you think someone of Simeone's strong character... No, I don't want... Ashish, I do not want Simeone. I wouldn't mind Conte, but Simeone is a hard watch. Lovely play by Kane. Lovely play by Kane. Lovely play by Kane. Up against Enzo Fernandez. Look at this. Kane, world class on the biggest stage tonight. He's been very impressive. I think the problem with England is they don't really build a team around him, and he becomes almost redundant. Whereas when there's a team around him with wingers that run beyond him, it's a different story. Beth's feeling sad. Makes me so sad watching these Champions League games and knowing how far off we are. Well, it is sad, but it's not like we've not been in the... I mean, over the last 10 years, it's not like 50% of the time. I'm sadly getting used to the fact that we're not in the Champions League. I don't sit here on Champions League nights anymore going, I can't believe we're not in it. And we've not been in it for bloody ages. John Bow says, I've just watched the Beckham documentary, so I'm curious, what was your reaction to his red card? I lost it. I stuck up for him, John Bow. David Beckham's like my idol. So when the country turned against him, and even my mates turned against him, I stuck up for him. I was like, I understood why he did it. I'd say to Beckham, never regret that. That just says a lot about what you are. That type of petulance, I haven't got a problem with it. It's passion. I don't call it petulance, I call it passion. Yeah, you got to get sent off, but Roy Keane had it. I had it. My father had it. You have it. What's that? That's from Star Wars, isn't it? The score in the Chelsea game is 3-1 to Bayern, and the score in the Liverpool game is 2-1 to Liverpool. Do you think Beckham knows you exist? No. How did you meet the missus back in the day, says Dean? Work. That's why I'm not a big fan of working from home. I used to work in an office like, you know, like the original office in the UK. That was me in Dublin. We literally, I'm sure a lot of people worked in offices like that in the 90s. But yeah, I used to work in an office in Dublin that was really like the office from the UK TV series. And it was great because like people used to go out and socialise and stuff. I think people still do that. Definitely, if you're in London, you see it. Tell you what, Bayern Munich are starting to... It might be a bit early in the season to be playing like this, but they're reminding me a lot of PSG. I think it might be too soon in the season for Bayern to be playing like this, though. Because you've got a lot of games to go till May. You were definitely Gareth in the office, is just a no. Apple or Android phone, Mark? I've never had Apple, Luke. Favourite quote from The Office? There's too many, Marcus. I was watching... I find with The Office now, I just watch random episodes. My favourite episode is the quiz. I love that. Love that episode. Frey Bentos. What do you think of Bristol? Bristol, says Coolio. I've only been there twice. I have watched The American Office, yes. I enjoyed it, Junior. They say never dip your pen in a company ink. Well, I did. It's done me all right. Super donut. Nick says, yes, Isak flopped. 125 million flop. Bait. I reckon these games are going to finish as they are. 3-1 Bayern, 2-1 Liverpool. Fair play to Atletico Madrid. They've made a game out of it. And fair play to Chelsea. They've had a go. Which 4 teams have the best chance of winning the Champions League? That's a great question, Norway Bull, because everybody can answer it. At the moment, I would say, and I haven't really watched Real Madrid yet, so it's a bit unfair. Barcelona tomorrow night is going to be my first time watching them as well. But I would say Liverpool, Arsenal, Bayern, because they've started the season so well, and you can see tonight they're a good team. Liverpool, Arsenal, Bayern. Oh, it's 2-2. Llorente again. He's done it again. 2-2. Wow. Liverpool have given up a 2-goal lead again for the 3rd time this season. Yeah, the 3rd time this season. Bournemouth, Newcastle, Atletico Madrid. Llorente, 2-2 with 10 minutes to go. Don't worry, Liverpool will get a last-minute equaliser from a deflection or a penalty or something. Deflected. It did deflect off Alexi McAllister. I mean, you've got to hit it right. I do feel it might have been heading in anyway. Let's have a look. To be fair, I think that the trajectory of that ball might have been interesting anyway. Lovely volley, lovely technique. It takes a massive deflection off Alexi McAllister, but it was definitely heading on target anyway. He loves scoring goals, Llorente. 90 plus 25, Liverpool will score, says Anthony. I'll tell you what, Just while that was going on, Sanchez just made another save for Liverpool, for Chelsea. I mean, Bayern could have had a lot of goals. Just having a look here. Stats. Match stats. 60% possession for Bayern. 15 shots to 8. 5 on target to 2. Llorente is a United player. We need him. He must be getting on a bit now, Llorente. I remember Llorente Ultimate Team used to be a very good card. That's how long ago it is since I've played it. He's 30. Yeah. Remember, it used to be a bloody good card on Ultimate Team. Probably still is, but we're talking probably 4 years ago. Carlos says, English clubs play so bad it's incredible. So much money spent for them. Yeah, that's something we've got to monitor this year, you know, as well, because top five's only top five if you're for the two countries that do the best in Europe. So if you want 5th place to be the Champions League, then we do need the English clubs to do well. I mean, Crystal Palace should do well in the Conference League. I would imagine Villa and Forest should be okay in the Europa League. Spurs have obviously started off well. I mean, Liverpool and Arsenal should be fine. I think Newcastle-Barcelona tomorrow night is a really interesting game. Barcelona are good, but it's not like a crappy Newcastle side, is it? They could give them a good game tomorrow. Can we have one normal win, says Jay? Yeah. Well, look, you know, you've got your 4 from 4. You can have them like this. But that is incredible. Liverpool have played 5 games this season and they've lost 2-0 leads 3 times. And yes, it is at Newcastle tomorrow. Newcastle, Barcelona, 8 o'clock. Man City, Napoli, 8 o'clock. God, I'm tired. Can't wait to go to sleep. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who... Oh, Canate had a chance there. Sorry, I'm way behind that replay. Thank you to everybody who suggested me to watch The Detectorists. Absolutely loving it. It's just like an easy watch comedy. Reminds me of the Cockfields. What do you think about Chelsea's performance? Do you think we have a chance this weekend? I think we beat them if Amrin makes changes at midfield. That's the problem, Ashish. I mean, can you imagine Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez running off Bruno Fernandes? They're going to get so many chances. Defensively, Chelsea don't look that great. Kirkes coming on for Robertson. I don't know what it is about Chelsea. I think up until 2-1 they look quite good. But yeah, that's typical Garnacho selfish there. Get used to that. Get used to him shooting when there's a cross on. Oh, don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that, Chelsea fans. You can get used to that. 0-2, see what I can do. There he is again. Yeah, but I think... Lovely goal. 3-2. That's what I mean. I was literally, should have said it quicker. I said I don't actually think Chelsea's overall performance would be that bad. And despite Bayern Munich probably being able to win this one by a lot more, it could end up, well, it could end up as a draw, but it's going to be 3-2. Cole Palmer's offside. He's offside. It's a shame because it's a lovely goal. Somebody thought Liverpool had scored. Sorry. This is the problem when I'm doing 2 watch-alongs. Cole Palmer's definitely offside. This isn't sustainable by Liverpool. They're dreadful controlling games. These last minutes goals have sugarcoated the start of the season, says Joe. Yeah, but you've got 12 points from 4. You're probably going to beat Everton. Yeah, goal not given. Nicholas Jackson's going to come on for like 2 minutes here. Gnabry, the typical winger. That's what I call Gnabry. He's a typical winger. Can be absolutely dog shit and then can be world class. Scored a very good goal at the weekend. If you watch the highlights after this, all the Bundesliga goals from the weekend on That's Football. Check out the homepage. Our very own match of the day. And our top 5 goals of the week. Helicopter says the last whistle will not blow until Liverpool score. Mate, I'm going to say this again. Prepare for Liverpool to score. Like, just get ready for it. Like, don't be surprised. It's not an accident that it keeps happening. Van Dijk's the ref, says Daniel. Thanks to everyone who subscribed, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner to do that. Join us again tomorrow night. And if you're into FC or what used to be FIFA career modes, mine started tonight because I've got the game early. It's on my channel, Mark Goldbridge. I'll drop the link in the chat, actually. You can go and check out episode 1. I'm live again tomorrow night with episode 2. I mean, Liverpool are pushing here. It's the same old story, isn't it? You know, attack, attack, attack from Liverpool. They're probably going to get this goal. Another corner. Headed away. It just feels like it's going to happen, doesn't it? Switching here. I've got a slight delay on the Liverpool game. There it is. There it is. There it is. Simeone's losing it. He's trying to get into the crowd. It's all kicking off on the sideline. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not even sat here surprised. There is no reaction from me because I know it's going to happen. It's only those who don't know the script, who haven't seen the film before, that get rattled by it. Corner by Szoboszlai. Header by Van Dijk. Clean. Can't see a foul there. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Simeone's not very happy about something. I don't know what happened there. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I don't know why Liverpool keep giving up these leads, but then they just keep going and winning it at the end. I mean, it must be a stressful but very good way of watching football. I've just pre-ordered FC 26 Ultimate Edition, says Sean. Enjoy it. Ugarte and Mainu at the pivot and playing our best player in his position is at least one change Amrim can do, says Ashish. Why did Simeone get a red card? Swansea 3, Forest 2, poor Ange. Ooh. Trying to fight the crowd. Dylan says you'd never see Arsenal coming back like this. It's over between Bayern and Chelsea. 3-2. Sorry, 3-1. The goal wasn't given, was it? Liverpool, this should be 4. Salah, Ekitike. Bad miss. Bad miss. That's what I used to say to my teacher when she used to be rude. I think Salah might have been offside. Yeah, he's just... happens to the best of us. I'd have buried that. Oh, free header. Sorloth. Couldn't get the power on it. Headed it straight at Alisson. Still 3-2 to Liverpool. 17,000 watching. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget we're here tomorrow night. Liverpool-Everton Saturday as well. Final whistle goes. Liverpool do it again. Incredible. Incredible. How do Liverpool keep doing this? Three times they've given up 2-goal leads already. And 3 times they've won. They've won in stoppage time. Oh, well, hold on a minute. Yeah. Mad. Absolutely mad. It's called keeping going to the whistle final. Hey, look. Hey, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it at all. I said to you when it was 2-2, I said, I've seen the movie before. I know what's going to happen. I didn't even start to think it wasn't going to happen. So, you know. I'm absolutely exhausted. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you want to check out the FC26 career mode, you know, maybe you want to just go to bed and relax and chill and watch it. That's out now. I pinned it in the live chat, Mark Goldbridge channel. I'm back doing that tomorrow at about 6 o'clock. We're back on here at 8 o'clock for Newcastle-Barcelona, which I think is going to be a cracking game as well. Really enjoyed it tonight. Bayern were fantastic. Liverpool have done it again. The Champions League is back. Football is back. And no United stand tonight. Not doing one tonight. I'll be back on that at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Take care. Stay safe. What an amazing community. I'll speak to you all in a bit.